Hi friends, welcome to WebChamp. In this video, I am going to discuss how to work around the files and folders using Python. Because to work around the files and folder, Python has a module called OS. So you need to install that module on your system. If you want to install, what you can do simply is you can write pip install OS. Okay, and if you run this code, it will install. But in my case, it is already installed. Okay, sometimes you may not need to install by running any other packages. This might get installed automatically. Okay, so you need to import the OS. So if I import this OS, so now what you can do, you can create the folders, delete the folders. Even you can copy or move the files. There are lots of things you can do using this OS package. So let's see one by one how we can perform the things. So at very first place, let's say if you want to create a folder. Okay. So what we can do, we can use OS package, and meaning you have to say os dot mkdir. This is what the function you have to use to create the system folder, and inside this function you have to pass the path. Okay, so if you open path of your system and then if you copy here and let's say demo, okay, this is what the folder I'm going to create. Okay, so by default here we are using a backward slash. In the case of Python, you cannot use a backward slash, so you can use escape character. That's why I'm using double backward slash. Okay, so if you write like this, so Python will allow you to create the folder using this kind of text. If you are not compatible with this, you can simply change this double backward to forward slash. It's up to you how to go ahead. Okay, this is what the folder path I have given, and if I run this file, so it will create the folder name called demo in this folder here itself. So let's run the code. If I come here and if I run this, so nothing is getting printed because we have not used the print function. But if I go to this, so here you can see that at this time, being the 11:37, few seconds before, this folder gets created. So this is how we can use the make directory mkdir function. So whenever you have to create the only one directory, and if whatever the last directory you have specified to create, if that directory, meaning all this directory before that, okay, so whatever the path I have selected, if this path is exist, let's say by any chance, okay, after the demo, what I will do, I will say test and I will say demo 2. Okay, so here you are very much familiar because inside a demo folder we don't have anything called test. Okay, so and I'm trying to create this folder. So this function is not suitable to create multiple directories if the any directory is not exist in the given path. So let me run this. Okay, if I say webjump.py and if I run this, so it throws error and it is saying that file, when that file already exists, okay, it is saying demo. Okay, I'm trying to create demo already created. That is fine. Right. So this is what giving the error. It says meaning when these folders are not exist, so it will not go until this, and this is what giving the error at this place only. Okay, so instead of this, if I use make dir, if I add, okay, meaning if I use make dirs function, and if I run this, so now you can see that it has created test and it has created demo2 folder in the demo folder itself. So if you want to create one specific directory, you can use mkdir function. But if you want to create a complete path, meaning if any folder is not exist, it will throw error. The mkdir function will throw error. So you can use mkdir dir. Yes, okay, this is what the function you can use to create the multiple directories in a given path. Now fine, so this is about the creating of folders. Now my interest is to remove this folder. Okay, so we have seen how to create this folder. So now let's say if you want to remove, so what you can do, you can use remove. And if you want to remove the all the directories, you can use this remove the way we have created directories. But I don't want to do that. Okay, let's say I have to remove only demo2, right? So I will use this remove function. Okay, it says access is denied. Might be I have access to, no, I am not accessing that. Okay, let me close that. And now if I run this, okay, again it says access is denied. Okay, so only remove is not working. If I say rmdir, so this function will work. Okay, so remove method is not able to remove the folder. If I run this, so you can see that it has performed, meaning it has worked. It is not throwing any error. So you need to use rm directory, and inside this demo you can see that I don't have demo2. Now if I come and let's say if I modify the path, and if I, instead of this, if I say test is my last, meaning I have to remove the test folder which is exists here. And if I run this, so you can see that now that folder is also deleted. So this is how we can, meaning by using mkdir you will be able to create the folders, and by using rmdir you will be able to remove the folders. Okay, if you want to remove the entire path, you can use remove dirs. But the problem is what? Okay, if I do that, I will lose my data. So I'm not going to perform that kind of operation here. Fine. So now this is about the folder creation and folder deletion. Apart from this, let's say you may want to get the details of get c the current working directory. So you can use the get cwd function. This function will give you the current working path. If I run this, okay, I'm not printing this, that's why. If I, because this is returning a string, but until we print we will not be able to see the output. To see the output we need to print. If I run this, you can see that this is what the directory I am using currently, right? So in this way you can get the current working directory. Let's say this is your current working directory, and you may want to use this path. So you can say path is equal to, and inside that if you want to create the another folder, so you can say directory, or I will say fold is equal to, so I would like to create one folder, okay, using another function. To create the folders, obviously we have one function, but I am just going to show you how to join these two paths. Okay, let's say your path is in two different folders. So in that case, what you can do, you can use os.path.join method to join this path. Okay, so I will say path, this is what the main path, and then our sub path is sitting in the folder. Okay, so here I will say final path. Okay, and now if I use mkdir dot make directory function for final path. Okay, and now if I run this, so you can see that it has created a, okay, test is created, this folder is created here. It's because we are not going to create that folder inside a demo, we are going to create the folder inside a current working directory. Current working directory, you will get the details in which folder your Python file is stored. Okay. So this is how we can work around the folders. Even there are a couple of more methods to do different kinds of things, but yes, whatever the operations we have seen is more than sufficient. Okay, so let's say if you want to, let's say you may have a file inside this folder. Okay, so I will just create a one blank file, new, or test dot, okay, it will give the extension automatically as a txt, because this is a text document. Okay, so if I come here and instead of this I will say file is test dot txt. Now this is what my file path. So here I will say file path. Okay, you can keep the variable name as you want. So I will say file path, and here let's say I have to remove the file, meaning rem. So to remove the file, we can use remove method, and here it is asking for the path. So you can just file, say here file path. This is what the variable, and I have to delete this file using Python. So if I come here and if I run this, okay, fold is not defined. Okay, my bad, where it is. Okay, it says fold is here. Okay, that's why. If I run this, so you can see that that file has been deleted automatically by Python. So this is how we can perform the file operation. Let's say you may want to copy the file, okay, or copy the folder. To copy the folders, we have a copy method also, or copy tree method also. So we can use that methods from OS mod. Okay, let's say this is what my file. Okay, so this file so far it is not exist, so I will say this is what my folder. Okay, so file path is equal to, instead of this, now I will say folder path. Okay, so instead of this, I think it is better to say final path every time instead of making the changes and all. So if I copy this, if I paste this, it was working. So now this is what my folder, and I have to copy the files from this folder to another folder, or from another folder to this folder. Okay, to perform the copy operation, what you can do, you can simply say os dot, okay, copy was there. Oh, to perform the copy operations, we cannot use OS. For that purpose, what we need to do is we need to use the another package, that is what called shutil. Okay, so shutil is another package that we need to use to copy or move the files. Okay, so if I use here shutil dot copy, okay, so here we have methods. So you can see here source path and destination path you have to give. Okay, so what I will do, I will define the two variables. This is what my source path, I can say. Yes. So source path and destination path, even directly we can copy the path from system. Let's say what is this test folder is my source path. Okay, let's understand the definition, for what purpose it is used. Okay, so copy method, I think it is used for copying the folders. Okay, so if I have to copy this folder to this demo folder, okay, if I come here and if I copy this path as a destination path, so we can use the notation in this way also, using forward slash, even it is going to work. Okay, fine. So this is what my destination, this is what my source. So I will say yes, or C, source path, destination path. So here I will pass the variable, two variables, source path, comma, destination path. Okay, and now let's run the code. What it says, permission denied. Okay, so we will not be able to copy this, create a copy of this test folder into this. Okay, so copy method is used to copy the files. So I have not given any file path. Okay, let me create this one more text file here, and I will say test copy. This is what the file I have created. Okay, let me copy this name, and if I come here, copy dot txt, this is what the path I would like to copy, and meaning this is what the file I would like to copy from the test folder, and I would like to paste that file here with the new name. So you can rename the file while copy pasting the files using Python. Okay, so I will say this is, okay, not this is, so renamed test underscore copy dot txt. So this is how we can try. Okay, if I come, if I run this again, so you can see that it is successfully executed, means this file is copied to demo folder with the new name, right? So even this file don't have the test file, test folder, test copy file don't have data. So okay, to make sure to, so that you can believe on me, whatever I'm saying is correct. So this is test of copy function from shutil package. Okay, so this is what the content I would like to keep inside this file. Okay, now let's run this file once again. If I run this, so you can see that this file got copied to the demo folder, and you can see the same kind of content here. This is the test of copy function from shutil. Okay, so copy function is used to copy the files. But let's say you may want to copy the directory, folder, and its files. So how we can do that? Okay, for that purpose, what we need to do is we need to use the different method. That method is called copy tree. So if I remove this and if I say copy tree method, okay, here it is, copy tree. And the path we have already defined. So I will say test. I would like to copy to this demo, right? So this is how we can define, meaning in this case we have to just specify the folder path. Okay, if you use the only copy method, so that is for only specific file. And if I run this, okay, cannot create a file when that file already exists. Okay, so it is going to copy this, but we have given the insufficient path. Demo is not sufficient. Okay, so you have to say the directory of new directory as a test2. If I run this, okay, so now you can see it got successfully executed. What was my imagination? If I specify the two paths, it will copy that directory inside of this folder, but that was not happened. Instead of that, it was trying to create this directory. Okay, but that's why we got an earlier error. So now test2 folder, you can see inside a demo here, and that file is again copied here. So copy tree method can be used to copy the data, files, its subfolders, and everything entire the folder structure as we copy in our local operations. Similarly, you can do that using the copy tree method in this way. So next is, let's say you may want to move the directory. Okay, now the question is, I would like to move this directory. Okay, in error or by any ways, if I wanted to move this test directory inside this directory, demo directory, how I can do that? So we can use move method. But yes, again, move method is used to move the entire directory, meaning entire folders. Okay, or we can use that method to use this method, only one method, move method, to move the folders also. Okay, so now what I would like to do is I would like to move this test to this demo. Okay, here to demo folder. Okay, and in that case, let me run this. If I run this, so you can see that now test2 is not exist in this Python. So it has been moved to this demo folder, okay, with the help of move method. So this is how you can play around the files, folders using the Python module. Okay, if you want to perform the copy and move operation, you need to use the shutil package, and if you want to work with the folders, you can use the OS module also. So I hope you like the content of this video. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have a nice day.